Hello, this is Doug Brook at NorthStar DHI Services. Today we're going to be looking at cows that have calved with twins. First thing we're going to do is go to our trackers, which you'll find in PCDART in the menu items across the top. We're going to look at maternity track. We know there are 4 trackers there: activity tracker, conception tracker, heifer tracker, and maternity tracker. We're going to start with maternity tracker today. So once I click on that, I want to be able to select the calving categories just as twins. And then I'm going to preview that. It's going to tell me in this herd there were 71 animals that calved with twins over the last 365 days. If I left click on the total calving number, I will get a list of animals that have calved, the 71 animals that have calved in the last 365 days. And it would tell me female twins, male twins, female and male twins, and calving ease scores. If I want to be able to save this maternity tracker and always come back to it, I can give it a title, Twin Calving. Then I can save that. Once I close and I get back into my maternity tracker, I can go ahead and find my twin calving. I can load that. I will preview, and I have the same number of animals and the same data I had before. If I were to go ahead and left click on this 71 animals, and I want to assign them to a temp group, because we're going to be using conception tracker and activity tracker to look at a couple other things for these animals that have calved with twins. So I click on assign temp group. I'm going to assign them to temp group 44 today, and then I'll say OK. So I close out maternity tracker. I'm done with that. I'll close out a maternity tracker again. Now I'm going to go into my activity tracker. I am going to go to settings, and once I click onto settings, I have the ability to put in the temp group I'm looking for. So that'd be temp group today is 44. And then I go back to my main screen. I want to be able to look at and select fresh animals, and I'm looking at health conditions that have happened to animals that are kind of like the transition health condition. Retained placenta, double click. Metritis, double click. Cystic ovaries, I can double click. Scroll down a little bit farther, look at ketosis, digestive problems, respiratory problems, milk fever, and also displaced abomasums. I go ahead and preview this report. When there are animals that had any one of these health conditions that would enter in that were part of that group of animals that had twins, they would be showing up here. I'm just looking to see if there are a little bit higher rate of any of these conditions for just those animals that have had twins. One other thing I can look at when I go ahead and know which animals have had twins and I have those already assigned to a temp group, I can then go to my tracker. I look at conception tracker. I'll go into settings, put in my temp group today, which is 44. I can preview that, and this will give me conception rate for those animals that have twins over the past 365 days to see if they are getting pregnant easier or less easy. So this will give me an idea what the conception rate is for those animals that have had twins over the last 365 days. So I can close out of that. Won't make any changes at this time. One more thing, when I go ahead and look at activity tracker, I go ahead and put my settings in, which is going to be temp group 44 today. Back to my main so I can have my fresh animals. I can just preview that. I know there's 72 animals. If I left click on that particular total, I can put that information in a bar graph. By month of the year, it'll tell me when those twin calvings had happened over the last 365 days. Today we have been looking at animals that have twin births and a couple different ways that we can take a look at information that's already in PCDART, both how many animals have given birth to twins, what kind of health conditions they might have encountered, and what the conception rate is for those animals. This is Doug Brook, NorthStar DHI facilitator and coach. You may contact me at my work number, my cell phone, or email. Thank you.